Another video real quick. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm watching. I was watching a commercial about Cosente. Listen, be careful of certain people. The reason why I'm gonna tell you that, you had people that didn't care about other people's humane condition, that wanted to do the wrong thing, that wanted to do demonic science and do the wrong thing wanted to demoralize innocent people because they already did wrong things to their humane condition, and then they wanted to heal because they made the wrong choice. It's like being a man being a doctor and then going after a doctor for medication because the fact is you already fucked up your humane condition because you wasn't being careful. And then when you find out there could be an individual that could save you, and because the individual doesn't want to, you're like, if you're fucked up in your humane condition, I'm not gonna want to be with you. I don't want to stink pussy. My wife is the real empress of this earth. I'm not gonna pollute my dick. So if there's a pretty chick out there, and then I might go want to speak to her because she's not sick like everybody else, be careful because you might have people that are spiteful that might want to see her end up in a fucked up wrong predicament. Like they probably, you know how people try to do private funding to take over a planet like an emperor. Like you have chicks that save money or try to do things, and the next thing you know, they just want to fuck up a person in the economic system from taking it. That's the reason why they try to take a man economic system, because they want to fund to fuck up people's life more because of their life is already fucked up. So if another person doesn't know the difference, is not educated, they end up in an entrapment situation where a person says, "Oh, he don't got this, I got this car." So these are people that take. I own this planet. I own the Yo, listen, I own the continent. And then you have people that wants to take away my continent. Those are people that's already sick mentality, that they want to get other people sick. And then they be mad when a man is going to go speak to somebody else. They do everything. Oh, come here. They'll probably try to kidnap the girl, find out where she lives. You ever seen the movie The Underworld, where they had the lichen dogs running into these chicks' house and men's houses, breaking down their door, trying to find out where the same is real life? You think these dogs are... Yo, listen, what? You better watch Men in Black. You heard what the dog said in Men in Black? He said, "Yo, listen, man. They only take." He turned around and told the nigga that he was like, "Yo, listen. I only take this shape because I'm here on this planet. When I'm not on this planet, I'm in a human form. But when I'm here, I just take this shape because basically he's just saying he's gonna piss the shit over everybody. He don't give a fuck about anybody anyway because he's already doing demonic science, demoralization science that demoralize one's mentality and physical condition. So he don't give a fuck about the people on the earth." So if you have these type of things there, sometimes they say it's a god or whatever. Some people get an education at the time being a certain type of way for their senses, and they can't even be around me in the physical reality. They gotta be far. Like you can't have dogs all the way up north, in northeast, north or northwest. You can't have dogs in these type of places. You can't even have dogs really even in the west going towards like in the Midwest. You can't even have dogs that's in you can't have dogs in the mid north east west. You can't have dogs in the east. You can't have dogs in southeast. You can't even have real dogs even in the south continent, any continent. And you only place you could really have animals in the south is only in the southwest, because if a chick doesn't want stink pussy, they have to go to southwest. Guaranteed your pussy won't stink if the animals go there. But if you see animals running around all in the places I just said, there's gonna be people that's gonna demoralize chicks. They're gonna do spiteful things, going after chicks, because it's like going after a chick. Say I want to speak to a chick and I don't want to be with a person that's already sick and I don't want to heal. They look at me and say, try to look at me like, "Christ, I should heal their anatomy." No, I'm not gonna heal their anatomy. So then they get mad and be like, if you ever heard in the commercial Concentrix, it said, "Watch me." Like the bitch is saying, "Watch me. I'm Ming East. I'm the real me. M-E, Ming East. East Ming. Ming Emerald. Emerald Ming." If you look at it backwards, Emerald Ming. So if they're saying, "Watch me," you ain't gonna watch Raffle in jail. Fuck you. Fuck you mean watch me? What you watching me for? Because you're gonna do something? Or is it desperados setting up a scenery of entrapment to show off just to get more pussy and fuck it up because they're already on the go? So the anatomy and the humane condition is to their science, to their chemistry is already on the go, demoralizing itself, and then they want another person to feel sorry for them to fuck it up because they want to keep it going because they fucked up another person's reality. Don't keep it going. If you see run into people like that, don't watch me. If you see me and somebody's hiring you to watch me, when you see me, it's like you don't see me. If we happen to speak, hang out, it's like we didn't speak. And you see me, it's like we didn't even speak and hang out. When the people asking what's going on, if you have other people watching you, no, this that I could have. You just tell them. I could have swore I seen a guy like him. And then if something happens, you'll know for sure. You know, you'll have my number. I'll probably give you my number or whatever. Or you have somebody else. You'll know for sure if something happens, then you'll know for sure that these individuals are just scheming on you, and they were just hateful people because the fact is they already demoralized in physical reality, and they were just trying to do to others. That was pretty because it's like an ugly chick mad, or you have some niggas. Listen, you have men that look like chicks, and those are some of my sons, and they're different in the physical reality. And then you have literal men. You ever been to a gay bar, and then you imagine this? Imagine going to a gay bar. You have men that's really gay, and then you have a man that's not gay. There's this scheming that's hanging out with gay niggas trying to get pussy. Like, you have people that really demoralize their physical reality to do things like that. And now, let me show you something. There's nothing wrong with hanging out with gay people, because certain gay people, y'all know what's really about sometimes. Sometimes you might have a nigga trying to fuck another nigga in the ass. When you see something like that, that's a nigga that doesn't know. That's like a predicate felon, a literal statutory rapist, a predicate felon, because he knows that person is the point of enlightenment or has a real high feminine quality because, how can I say this? He has more, he doesn't have too much testosterone because a man that has a feminine quality is the reason of the dignity of the empress of the higher of my wife, my real wife in the spiritual realm that's really alive. She's just waiting to manifest at a point in time in existence according to her calendar for when I'm ready to manifest her. But the reason why of her life is because a man has a feminine quality because showing you the honor of the glory of the human condition to show you that she regards a man and takes him into high acknowledgement in the physical reality. So she shows you that his physical is real alluring a certain type of way at a time. So she lets you know how much she loves and appreciates an individual even at a time. Pardon me, I'm farting about something else. But, and be careful, because certain people, when they view this video or when I get around people, I'm going to tell you about the situation. My stomach chakra is the water, so I feel the comfortability. If you're from a new social setting, your empress is say she's regarding you. She gets comfortable on me at a time, and then it enters, because I'm on a higher level than all the empresses, so the adjustment of the vibrational current of my stomach chakra, like the water, it adjusts itself, and it makes me feel like a little bubble guts, or it feels like something I got a fart or something at times. It's because of certain situations. But if another individual is not on my level, they don't have chakras. The empress have chakras. The energy of the empress when it's on a person has chakras. Another person doesn't have chakras. You got to learn about your anatomy. That's something different about an individual. I can't tell you, because the empress comes on individuals to strengthen their anatomy at a time to adjust to the human condition, especially if they were reconditioned by my children or another star being at the time, because every child that was ever born in existence really came from me. So if you're, especially if you're white anatomy, I never had nothing a certain type of way. That was a reconditioned situation, or a person that took a certain type of oath and then tried to do a Highlander to me in the empress. So we're not going to get into that. But, I'm just going to be real. A person that just wanted power and is going about their life greedy because the other socioeconomic influences they had at the time. But I'm just going to be real. So when a person's around me, is the empress adjusts their chakra and of the humane condition, because I'm now, the atmosphere, because the atmosphere has to recognize and then re-strengthen, because I naturally, once I'm in a room, I re-strengthen the atmosphere. But to re-strengthen your humane condition of your habitation is a private thing that's done even for your family. It's just like, if I sleep with you, a chick, you're going to have a star being that's going to come from very far, and he's going to want to find out who did that miracle in his life, and he's going to want to, it's like an overwhelming blessing of gifts. It's like a person looks at you like the most important thing in life because at the time you are the most important thing in all the whole star and constellation's life, and they have to make sure that you're okay because you strengthen their anatomy so they can't lose that point of the human condition that harness the power a certain type of way for their survival because it's like strengthening the vein. So it's like now it's like they have now it's say if their mother's not there, they have a form of real dignity a certain type of way of the reason of their mother's gonna be strengthened and they're strengthened a certain type of way. So they'll go all out for an individual. They'll flood you with gifts. They'll do things for you. Or it's gonna be endless. And then on top of it, sometimes it's like this chick that cheated on me. Her name was Siobhan Thorne. She didn't know what was going on. She went and cheated on me and did all type of things. There was men coming to her while she was with me because I'm a star bear. So my sons were coming to her. Yo, you need this, yo girl, you need this, so you're here having a little. She was getting all high-minded with the situation and started sleeping with them. And the ones that was already the ones that did the zodiac signs. Now, when the other star beings that didn't do the zodiac sign found out what they did, they started a controversy, and then it ended up in a physical dispute, and then real things happened. But this chick, she didn't understand what was going on. The only reason why they came to her is because she was with me. It was my children ready. You like, yo, this chick was with my dad. Yo, my nigga, I know my dad don't got money right now because he was hurt. Everybody's just watching him. Nobody wants to bring attention to me. They're like, yo, we can't bring attention to my dad. I'm going to go slide over there, holla at Shorty. I ain't trying to holla at Shorty, but I'm going to go just take care of her. If she needs something, I'm going to try to influence her to stay with the nigga or try to teach her some type of lesson in life and let her know her mate and like the niggas that she was real because my son, he was doing this without even me speaking to him. So he came giving her money, did this thing, and she thinking what's going on. And then one day she came home, I had mad money. She just wondering, where the fuck did you get money from? And I didn't want to tell her, like, yo, I'm not telling you what's going on, but she already did wrong. So another person was looking at it like, oh damn, this chick already fucked up. She fucked up the whole astrological tree because if you slept with somebody, that means you caused a star to have a point of access a certain type of way when she got it from the origin. That could have caused a dispute against the higher consciousness in astrology because the other stars are gonna be like, yo, why did you go there? When it was already set in the order, you already went above the order, so that means you already confused the order, so they were going to go after a certain of the star that was the head. So they were going to try to literally bring down one of the stars of the constellation, and then there was going to be some fucked up situation that you would see missing stars, and then people would have wondered why did it happen. It's because another individual went to the origin point, slept with my shorty, and the next thing you know, and on top of it, a star being that does that is getting the other stars safe. So it's going to cause falling stars anyway. So everybody that really knows the science is going to get mad. It's going to end up in a physical dispute. But then you have people. Anyway, I'm not telling you all about this. Be careful because you have people that's watching me, and because I don't want to heal their anatomy, they're already mad at me, and they don't want me talking to chicks, so they're trying to make my life miserable when it comes to social economics. Once you know this, do not follow their influence. I don't give a fuck if they try to touch you, scream help, scream rape, whatever you're gonna do. But do not fuck with other men on this planet. I'm telling you, for your own humane condition, to your own chemistry of your body, don't do it to yourself. Because you don't want to end up fucked up, and then you wondering why you in a basement or some dungeon or something, living underground, hiding, run a cave and sleep comfortable. You gotta go this way, you gotta do it. And a person sometimes it's good to be fit, but another person's showing you ahead of time the light energy of the anatomy of the atmosphere is showing you that this person is going to make, another person is going to make your life real uncomfortable. Not me. There's going to be another person that's demoralized, already demoralized themselves, is going to try to make your life uncomfortable. So you got to know the difference when it comes to physical reality, because I'm going to starve you. Another person ain't going to tell you how real I am. You understand what I'm saying? We're speaking of the time, right? Love one.